As you all know, it has been just over 2 years since the passing of Technoblade. His videos were unique and would bring a smile to most that would watch them, including me. And I want to honor his legacy in my own way. So, I've taken an old Technoblade build of mine from 2 years ago and remade it to look nicer. And I am going to build it in my hardcore world. The first thing I had to do was gather all the materials to build it. So, I started with gathering sand for the concrete, then onto gravel for some time as well. Then, I realized how long this would take and decided to build a sand duplicator. So, I then started my quest to find another stronghold for this machine. When I dug into the stronghold, I then spent the next 25 minutes searching for the end portal. Finally, when I dug straight down into the portal room, I got to work on the sand duplicator that would provide me all the concrete I would need. I first had to open the portal for the machine. Then, I set my spawn point for when leaving the end. Finally, after building the machine, I let it run for half an hour, and little did I know how much this machine would produce. I then collected all the concrete powder and spent the next 3 hours transforming it all into concrete. I luckily was able to just tape my mouse down to do the work for me. I still had to keep my eye on my pickaxe's durability though, which I almost lost. But with a quick raid farm run, I quickly repaired it and got back to work. And even after all this, I still wasn't done. The next thing on my list was terracotta. But on my way, I came across my first camel in my world. After a quick ride, I got back to work collecting the terracotta I would need. This surprisingly didn't take that long, unlike the concrete. So, I then started mining all the raw gold I would need. This took too long just for the 12 blocks of raw gold I would need. I spent 2.5 hours searching caves for this gold, so I was very relieved to be done with it after crafting the blocks. The next material on my list was wool, so I decided to build a wool farm that I ran overnight. Afterward, bees were up next. I bred these bees for an hour and then got them to work in the nether, making all the honeycomb I would need. After honeycomb blocks, the rest of the materials were quite easy to obtain, such as diorite, then deep slate, and then even packed ice. This was very satisfying. Finally, I had all the materials I would need for this statue. It was time to build. This was actually my first time ever terraforming. I was quite pleased by my first attempt when I finished it. After terraforming, the statue build could begin. While building this statue, I was thinking about some of my favorite Technoblade videos, such as the Potato Wars, or the Mr. Beast refrigerator, or the story of his college discovering his YouTube channel. I believe we all loved Technoblade because of how he would show that he is just another human being that we can relate to. Technoblade, you changed lives. You are a legend in more than Minecraft. We honor you, and we thank you. Technoblade never dies.